Been online for a while, and I decided to pop on and do a live stream here because I wanted to show you some of the geeky things I've been working on how to broadcast super high quality live streams to your audience. I've been doing tons and tons of research because I'm a musician. I put on shows and events, and I want to be able to capture the essence. I want to be able to capture the high quality. I want to be able to capture, really good video and audio, and be able to broadcast that out to people on the internet, right? And quality content is key. And I spent months and months painstakingly research because no one's really put all of this stuff together for us. And so in this video, I'm gonna show you. And by the way, I'm gonna show you something really neat right now. And you might be wondering, like, how is it that I've got this blurry background? I'm not using a DSLR camera. I am using my iPhone. And now check this out. I'm literally gonna switch right now to my iPad. Boom, and it's right there. And I still get a blurry background. And I'm going to switch also to my FaceTime camera on my computer. So this is a normal laptop image, right? So the laptop camera. And so you might be wondering, how did I get the iPad or the iPhone set up, right? Like, how am I getting this kind of quality? Because this is like pop-in, this is 4K, this is really, really nice. And how did I get the blurry background? Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm also talking into a really nice microphone right now, and I'm going to show you a difference if you want to hear what a laptop microphone is like. Here's my MacBook Air. So this is the microphone on the MacBook. This is what you would normally hear if you're just doing a webinar or if you're doing a live stream from your laptop. And this is okay. Like this is what most people get right here. Is they're using their laptop. It's kind of nice because you can look at the little green dot on the camera. It's easy to make eye contact, and then you have your video, and it's cool. But this is like 720p, and it's not like the highest frame rate either. And the sound quality's okay, but it's not like stellar. It's not blowing my mind, right? And so I'm going to switch back over to, and by the way, I'd love some feedback from you guys because I really want to know what this sounds like for you, on your end. So this is laptop microphone, and I'm going to walk you through all this stuff. But first, I want you to actually feel and hear the difference in the quality. So we're going to go back to this microphone here. And so this is a Shure Beta 57A microphone. This is one of the best microphones for singers, actually. I use this on my shows, and it's fantastic. We're back to the iPhone. I'm just going to probably stick with this camera for the remainder of the video as I'm showing you guys stuff. But I'm going to walk through all these different things. Like I said, oops, try not to knock my microphone over. Now we've got this microphone, and check this out. Now I'm going to switch to another microphone, and this is a lot of diversity because I came to getting all these things because of a lot of different trial and error, just trying different things and seeing what would work, and seeing if the sound quality is good and doing all these whatever tests. So up here, I've got a boom microphone. So I'm actually going to take a second now, and I'm going to hook this up. And this up here, this is a Rode NTG-1, all right? So give me a second. I guess I'll mute this for a second while I do this so you don't hear a pop. Okay, grabbed the wrong one, hang on. Okay, that's huge. All right, so now I'm using this Rode microphone. All right, this is NG1, and I have it placed above me. Now, a boom mic, the advantage of these things is they are like a shotgun for sound. Like they really pick up, really, really intense sounds. And with this, you need phantom power. So I have an interface here. Hey, Melanie, awesome. Yeah, well, if you want to learn how to like up your broadcast game, I'm literally giving you guys a crash course in Like what I've been doing is basically creating live streams that are like little TV shows, you know, like multiple cameras and angles and like super high quality sound. And I have like this ultra portable setup, so I can go anywhere. And as long as I have my laptop and a few of these things I'm gonna show you guys, you can get like the most freaking amazing sound quality. Now, you'll notice that with this boom mic, it's picking up a lot more of the room sound. Well, that's kind of what they're designed to do. They are really, really powerful microphones that, like, if I want to pick up the room sound, if a crowd, like I've got a bunch of people singing and I want to be able to capture that essence for the show, I'll set up a couple of these guys and kind of point it towards where the meat of the crowd is, I guess, and it'll actually target like a sound shotgun and grab that sound. It's really, really powerful stuff. Like I have this thing like a couple feet away from me right now, and it sounds. I guess I should plug it in a little bit better, and yeah, you got to make sure you don't have your cables touching stuff. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. So yeah, this is a Rode NG-1, and it is a really, really beautiful mic. What I like about the Rode NG-1 is I can sit here and I can, you know, I can grab a guitar, okay? And it's gonna be able to pick up my voice and the instrument really, really well. So there's a lot of nice things about having one of these boom mics. As long as you don't have too much background sound going on that can really get picked up. Like you guys can probably, I can hear it through the headphones. I can hear like the cars going behind me because it doesn't really like isolate sound. It's just everything that's kind of here, and it really, really picks it up. But I could put this microphone across the room and you'd still hear me. It's really, really amazing. So the Rode NG-1, I really, really love it for what it's capable of doing. And it's beautiful. And like I said, this microphone, for all intents and purposes, if you're an artist or if you're a musician and you want to get that nice, intimate, beautiful room sound, if you don't have too much outside noise, it can add a very beautiful mix. And if you're even doing podcasts, it has really good sound pickup. Like if I bring it a little bit closer, and the nice thing about these is, let's get this out of the way, is with a Rode NG-1, these are like $250, right? So they're not on the lower end of the scale, but you can have this pointed towards your chest. Put it here, and kind of over you, all right? And there you go. Watch this. Oops. Sorry for all the sound you guys are hearing right now. It's part of the fun stuff. All right. So I can put this like this, point it down. It's out of the frame, really, and I could put it up even higher. And look at the sound quality that's coming through for you guys just off of this microphone. And you know, it doesn't have to be in your way. It's just off to the side or up above. And it's going to allow you to get a really nice, rich, warm sound across to your audience online, and it sounds fantastic. You still need an interface to use these things. I'm going to go over all this stuff. So that's this microphone right here. Now we're going to switch back to the Shure 57A Beta. And again, that's like a really, really nice microphone for singing and for being on stage, but it's a cardioid microphone. So it's really good for just picking up vocals. They're probably the best microphones for picking up vocals. So give me a second as I switch back. And there you go. You can hear me again. So this is the 57A. It's going to have much less room sound. You can't really hear the room. And I've got a nice microphone stand for it here. And so depending on the quality or what you want to accomplish, this is usually the right microphone in a lot of cases because it's got a really beautiful quality to it, and it doesn't pick up any background sound, right? So this is a fantastic microphone if you're looking for something that's super light, portable, can travel with an interface. It's super rugged, super tough, and it can go anywhere with you. And again, it really can pick up really good quality sound for me. Now, I'm going to try the Zoom H8. Now, the Zoom H8 is this crazy looking monster thing right here. Look at this. Okay, this is a beast. And it's got these XY microphones. And these XY microphones can go 90 degrees or 120 degrees, which means it'll have better stereo pickup. And when we use this microphone, you're going to hear a pretty big difference in the sound quality in just a second. So hang on. Okay, so now we're using the Zoom H8. And you can let me know how you think about this one, how the sound quality is. Because of its type of pickup, you're probably going to hear some background sound. You might hear a car driving by once in a while. And that's just the nature of these types of microphones. This is another microphone that can pick up some sound, but it works as an audio interface. So I have this plugged directly into my computer, but it's also a field recorder. So let's just say, you want to do a podcast and you're remote. You don't have the internet, you don't want to hook it up to your computer, you just kind of maybe have your phone set up, or you want to set up a video camera and record something. This is going to allow you to have multiple things plugged in, and you can record onto the card and take that into post-production later on. So this is a really, really beautiful it's not like the best of quality. It's more just a Swiss Army knife for podcasts, for people making content. You can go and take this into the field. You can record all sorts of sounds. You can go for a hike, record the stream sounds. You can record nature sounds. And you can also plug in up to 6 devices or 6 microphones or instruments into this thing and record simultaneously while setting the EQ for every single one. So there's a lot of really, really fun things that you can use with this Zoom H8. All right, so let's switch back to this. Hang on a second. Scarlett. Okay. So and with the interface, you can turn the volume up quite a lot. Like I can turn the gain on this microphone up, and I'm turning it up right now, and you can see it. I'm talking super quietly right now, and this microphone is picking up like every little sound, right? So I might not want it up that much, but it's a really fun thing to be able to do. Now, how am I switching cameras, and look at this again. I've got my iPad set up. I can switch over to my iPad. I can go back to my phone. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys some of these cool little things that I've got to have this amazing setup here. So first off, you don't need any of these fancy microphones if you're comfortable just doing something with your laptop. If you want a basic setup where you can just have this nice live stream view and just get this blurry background with a really high quality camera, you don't need to buy a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera or any of those big expensive cameras if you have an iPhone. You can use this product called Camo Studios, C-A-M-O. And hey, what's up, David? And so Camo Studio, it's got the software called Reincubate. And what they do is they allow you to use your iPhone. Now, take a look at this. All right. Woo! Get some slack here. Oops. All right. Okay. So look at this. Isn't this neat? You can actually use your iPhone as a freaking webcam. Like, I thought I'd spend all this money, And you don't have to spend all this money on cameras. If you have a phone, like we're there now. Yeah, I don't know why people weren't doing this earlier, but you know, I have this hooked up with a cable to my computer, and now I am using my iPhone. I have it on a DJI Osmo 4 gimbal, and that's going to get me that nice fluid motion. And it's got a little tripod on it, so I can set this thing up wherever I want, right? And the cool thing is, you know, you can buy really long cables. I've got a 10-meter long cable. I'm not using it right now, but 10 meters. So, for example, if I've got multiple iPhones set up and I want to record an event, all I have to do if I want to record the event is have them set up on tripods, get them on these nice 10-meter cables, and I can have camera people moving them around and setting up different shots. And then while we're doing that, you know, you can cut to different shots, and it's really neat if you want to be able to have multiple cameras, right? So you might want to think about, instead of buying a really expensive mirrorless camera for increasing the quality of your broadcasts, instead, what you can do is just get a couple older iPhones, right? Like maybe an iPhone, someone's got an iPhone 10 or 11 for sale for like a couple $100, right? Go grab a couple of those, and then you can use those as your camera for your live streams, and it's gonna look way freaking better. And especially at night, that's where iPhones just kill it. They just crush nighttime stuff, like dark night, like a video at night with iPhones, always gonna rock. So, you know, this is a huge level up, and again, it's going to give you that edge. Maybe it's on a Zoom meeting. You can use this software on Zoom or anything. You can use it on all different types of streaming software. Like right now, I'm streaming this on Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm streaming this on YouTube. I'm streaming this on Twitch, Dailymotion, and all of these different programs. So that's the other thing I want to talk about, is how am I able to do that? Well, let's get you set back up over here, and let's go through some software stuff. All right, so I'll try to get that shot good. All right, so software. Okay, so some software that I use is Camo Studios for sure, and that's going to allow you to get your iPhone connected as a webcam. And then the other software that I use is something called Ecamm Live. Now, this is like $20 a month, okay? And Ecamm Live allows you to not only, you know, connect multiple phones or devices or cameras up for your live stream, but Ecamm Live will also allow you to choose different audio interfaces or inputs. And as you can see here, it can also let you put, you know, your logo, right? So 7-Day Weekend Media, and it will allow you to, if you pay for the version of it, like there's the free version, which is watermarked, and if you buy the version that I have or pay for it, then it allows you to put all your own logos. So like, for example, I've got different things that I'm doing. You can see I've got the Live from Tulum thing right here. I've got my Music Under the Stars. I've got 7-Day Weekend produces Music Under the Stars. I've got my Spiritual Nomads.net. So like anything that I'm doing a live stream for, I can do it right here. Now, that's allowing me to broadcast, and it will directly connect to, say, Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn. But there's one more step, another software. So the software that I use to broadcast on multiple platforms all at once is called Restream.io. So I'm gonna share my screen here and show you guys. All right, so you see this. So Restream is really, really cool because it will actually let you broadcast on pretty much everything that's important nowadays. And you can also put in a stream key for anything else. Like Vimeo isn't an option on here, but you can upload your Vimeo stream key, and then it will actually allow you to do that. So look, I can have, right now I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook with my Music Under the Stars.live. By the way, go there and look up Music Under the Stars.live Facebook page and make sure you follow that. my LinkedIn on Livestream, I've got Daily Motion, and I've got YouTube. Okay, so you can also add many other channels. So if you're in any of the, oh geez, there's Telegram just gone on there. That's freaking dope. Okay, cool. So I can, as you can see now, a lot of these I don't even know what the heck they are really. But Restream, and it's high quality. So everything that you see, the quality, the sound, it's the same on all of these different platforms, right? Which is really amazing. If you ask me, it's pretty cool. So, you know, I can stop sharing my screen and come back to the cameras here. And there you go. So this is some of the setup. Now, I want to talk about the Scarlett. So regardless, you need an interface. Okay, if you want to connect a microphone to your, or instrument to your computer, I recommend getting an interface. Now, these range anywhere from $100 to $1,000. I think this one here is like $150. It's the Scarlett Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, which means it has 2 plugins. There's one that has just 1 plugin. I use 2 because if I ever want to have a guest, or if I want to do a podcast, or if I want to do like any kind of interview or anything like that, it's nice to have this. There's other microphones that you could buy that like, what's it called? The Blue Yeti. I would recommend the Blue Yeti. If you don't want to buy an interface, there's the Blue Yeti, and it's a standalone USB microphone, and it'll just plug into your computer, and you're going to get really, really good quality sound. It's probably not going to sound as good as this. Like, this is a really good sound. You can probably hear me right now, and it sounds like you're in my mouth. It's funny, but straight up, like this is a nice microphone. And again, like you want to get some decent gear. Obviously, I'm using a ring light. That's important. And another thing that I've found, if you are a Mac user, is get yourself a USB hub. Okay, a USB-C hub. This thing was, I think it was like $30, and oops, we went sideways. And what that does is that allows me to plug in multiple devices. So with the software, Ecamm, it's going to allow you to have up to 8 different devices. You can have up to 8 iPhones plugged in. Whoops. There we go. And so you want to be able to make best use of that. Well, you normally don't have 8 USB-C plugs on your laptop. So getting a hub, it's going to add in an additional 4 plugs. So you can plug those in, and then you're off to the races. And then it's just finding like whatever is the most convenient setup for you. You know, how do you want the sound to get across? Like, for example, if I want to do a guitar, if I want to play some music for you guys, I'm probably just going to plug directly from my guitar right into the Focusrite, and or a mixer. You know, a mixer where I can add some reverb and EQ and everything else. And then from the mixer, I would plug that into my computer. But for most people, if you're just doing some online content, then you want to have some nice quality visuals and audio. Get an audio interface. Get yourself a microphone. You know, like this isn't a bad one. This is pretty good. You could also use one of these boom mics. If you're in an office, I would recommend probably just go with like a boom mic, like a Rode NTG-1, or you could go with a Shure SM. I think it's a SM57. What? Anyways, the ones that Joe Rogan has, but those are a little bit pricey. Or you could go with like a Blue Yeti. But the phone option with Camo Suites and Ecamm Live, this is the ticket, because look at this. Like, I can do all sorts of fun things with the video here. I can, well, first off, you know, switching back and forth to different cameras, that's really fun. But I can also take off portrait mode, right? And you see everything in the background, or I can put portrait mode back on. And I like that. It's quality. It's not like, you know, mind blowing, but it's still, it makes your image stand out a little bit more. I can add some overlays. You know, there's, who knows, like all sorts of fun little features you can add on here. right? Look at that. You know, you're probably not really going to use these, but it's nice to have some options, you know, for dramatic effect. If you're, imagine you're having a Zoom, and you can use this on Zoom, and all of a sudden you're like, someone says some tough news for you, and you're like, you know, whatever. You can be your own creator. And then also on Ecamm Live, it's going to allow you to do a bunch of different things. Like I can increase the brightness. I can, you know, increase the temperature. So like, for example, this particular video you guys are watching, it feels like it's a little orange, right? So maybe I want to cool the image down a bit and just kind of make it a little more blue, right? I can mirror the image, make it black and white. You can rotate it, right? So, you know, there's all sorts of fun things that you guys can do. Anyways, this is just some of the nerdy stuff that I've been up to. You know, I got a lot more setup and a lot more stuff, but to go through, and I'm going to start doing some reviews actually and some comparisons for everybody. I think that a lot of people would enjoy that. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and, you know, ask what I'm up to and how I've been creating such awesome content and stuff like that on different platforms. And yeah, so I'm just going to start spilling the beans a little bit and showing you guys, like, you know, for minimal investment, really, you can have your own home TV station. And I think that's one of the things I've been thinking about doing is like, you know, I could really start broadcasting a lot more of the events and the fun things that I've been up to. And so I decided, yeah, I'm going to start doing that. But this is basically the setup. I mean, you know, a couple or a few nice microphones, audio interface, get yourself a ring light. Obviously, it's a no-brainer. Camo Studios, Ecamm Live, and Restream.io. And you're going to be able to put out way better quality content for your audience, guys. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you got a lot of value. If you're watching this on the YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you guys would like to see some comparison videos, let me know. You know, I can do a much more in-depth comparison between these microphones. I've got other microphones as well. I've even got, you know, all sorts of different mixers that I could show comparisons for. If that's something that would interest you guys, let me know. But if you are a content creator or if you're a marketer, then this video should show you guys some things that you're going to be able to take action on. I know a lot of people on my Facebook, a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs. A lot of you guys are trying to, you know, do some marketing, you know, and marketing is all about creating nice content and adding value to people's lives. And if you have been struggling on like creating stuff that's going to stand out or pop and you're looking for that edge, just gave it to you. So, bye for now, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.